All right, good morning again. Welcome to our Know Your Engine event, where we'll be introducing but in this session, the first session, we'll be introducing the members of the council to you. So stay tuned. Also, please remember that we have prizes and surprises. Um, Mostly we'll be giving out random times, so you have to stay focused and stay in tune. All right, so the School of Engineering Executive Council members for the academic year 2020 to 2021 has our vision statement and mission statement as listed above, as we seek to serve you in the best possible way so that not only us but you, the student body, can also have a good experience as being part of Engine Warlord. So you can take some time and read through that while I do the first giveaway. So for anybody with a Digicel phone, excluding council members now, Digicel phone, we're giving away a credit. The numbers are 27511 4925 8867. All right, let me repeat that again. That's 27511 4925 8867. All right. Hopefully there's some lucky winners out there who got that digital credit. Okay, so we'll be moving right along into our first speaker or presenter. Yes, to our first speaker or presenter today. So to start this off right, the best way to get to know your engine is to get to know our engine president. So we'll start with our president, Mr. Alex McFarlane. Mr. Alex, sir, please introduce yourself. Looks like he's having some technical difficulties at this time.
Yeah, man, greetings, one and all. I hope I have some engineering warlords in this session right now, because I don't really come to play when I come to these sessions here. You see me? I'll even turn on the camera. Just give me a second. Yeah, lighting us alright, but yeah. One score! Nah, son, them quiet, man. Oh gosh, man. Oh gosh, man.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
man. Sorry, mic is muted. Mic is muted. Mic is muted. Go on again. Go on
Me
again.
try that one more time. Me try that one more time. Voila. Try that one more time. Realize me I get little feedback from I get little feedback from the YouTube page. So let me try that one more time. One more time. When I hear me, right?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Yeah, man. I
Alright.
hear you.
Alright, when I hear me. Let me try that one more time. One score!
One
One
engine!
One score!
One engine!
Man, oh gosh, man, I know all that great this. All
Everybody
that's
must
great
hear
this.
you now.
Alright, man. We work with it, man. We work with it. So, morning, everybody. Morning. I would like to introduce myself as Alex McFarlane, the School of Engineering President for the academic year 2020-21. You get me? I am a mechanical engineering student in my third year at the University of Technology. I look to specialize later on in control management in terms of engineering. But for now, I am here just doing the courses that are available at my disposal. Right? The School of Engineering Council for the academic year 2021 has been tailored and put together to serve you, the warlords, the greatest, most privileged individuals at the university. I don't think I even need to remind you guys that your building number is number one. So that automatically means what? You're the greatest here, right? You're a part of a legacy, especially in these times now, seeing that we have to be doing everything virtually, right? But regardless, we're still helped here to serve you, right? We have different sections at the University School of Engineering Council here in terms of committees and so forth that you can be involved in, from fundraising to student services, mentorship, entertainment, the whole entire range, right? So, welcome to the School of Engineering Council, right? You guys should know me. I'm always in the WhatsApp groups. You get me? Although somebody told me last night that the School of Engineering Council president is actually Mr. Khalil Hutchinson. I don't know how somebody made such a mistake like that. But don't worry, I think it was the first year group. So what I'll do, I just add Mr. Khalil Hutchinson into the year group and I just remove myself, seeing that apparently he is the actual president. But for now, we'll still be here, right? So again, welcome to Know Your Engine, where you'll get to understand the purpose of our council here, our little family, our little home, and how we work tirelessly day and night, even when we are away, to serve you as the students. So stay tuned. Some more information soon forward. Bless up.
All right, so that was a word from our council president, Mr. Alex McFarlane. As he says, we are here to serve you, the school population. All right, so next up, we'll have the vice president of planning. Is that person here? All right, seems to be having some issues right there. Okay. All right, so since don't seem to have the vice president of planning here, or seems to be having some technical difficulties, I'll move on to the vice president of finance, Mr. Rick Darby. Mr. Darby, can you please come and introduce yourself so that the engine warlord body can know you, get to know you better?
Greetings to all engineers. My name is Rick Darby. I'm the Vice President Finance for the academic year 2020-21. Now, my role as a VP Finance is to really watch over the financial standing of the council and ensure all the events we put on is profitable and to assist the students in whatever, with whatever financial queries they might have. Now, as being finances, that's pretty much it, just all about the money. So make engine rich again. So just keep safe during these times. And remember, one school, one engine.
All right, one school, one engine, yes. That's a vice president of finance here to make engine rich again. All right, I like that. Yes, we need some money. All right, so now we'll be moving on to next. Our director of fundraising, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Jabilani Johnson.
Morning, Warlord.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Jabilani Johnson, and I'm the director of fundraising for the current academic school year. I'm a final year industrial engineering student, and basically my job as the fundraising director is to come up with creative ways to generate funds for engines. As Rick said earlier, make engine rich again. It's our job to work together to make engine rich again. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so now we'll be moving on to learning some more about the team that will be really helping us this academic semester. As you know, things are not the way they're normally. With COVID and everything, we have to be adapting. So now we'll have the Vice President of Public Relations, Mr. Nathaniel Lynch. Mr. Lynch, sir.
Sorry. Good morning, warlords. As everyone's been preaching before, it's one school, one engine. Yeah. My name is Nathaniel Lynch, and I am the Vice President of Public Relations for the academic year 2020-2021. And my role as the Vice President of Public Relations is really to ensure that engine is number one and always will be number one. As Alex said, number one is on the school building because we're the number one school on the campus. There's no question about it. Engine warlords are everywhere. If you go into the real world, you'll see many warlords, and that's just it. There's a reason for that because we are number one, as I said. And my role basically is to ensure, like the directors of branding, yeah, but the VP of PR, I am to ensure, no matter what, that we stay number one. That's basically a general summary of it, and also assist in liaison between any organization or any students or any council members in ensuring that their job is done effectively, and also to ensure that the pages, anything bearing the SOE logo, is up to the standard of English and also represents engine as it should. So that's basically a summary of I'm a third year mechanical engineering student. Third year mechanical engineering student, not really specified, but I'm hoping to get there soon. And I'm also looking forward meeting you guys. I know it's difficult because of COVID, but we're trying our best to interact with the students, you guys, and we hope that you guys will actually get through. So hope we'll get through to you and you'll work keenly with us going through this academic year and further in your studies, because we have at least like 4 years together. Well, not us, like not me, but you guys have 4 years at UTech at School of Engineering, so might as well you get used to the council members, get used to the facilities, and just really enjoy yourself.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lynch. All right, as he says, he's in charge of making sure that all these flyers that go out look up to the standard. And as we all know, Engine sends out some of the best flyers and send out some of the best flyers and also promote some of the best events. So when you hear that Engine is keeping an event, make sure you go out and support. All right, so my name is Kanu Clark. I don't think I introduced myself, which is very bad for me as the host. I am Kanu Clark. I am the director of branding, and I am in charge of making sure that when the flyers are made, that they're distributed and given out to you, the student body. So if there's a flyer about SLB, if there's a flyer about classes, anything at all, I have to make sure that that information is communicated to you, the student body, and make sure that you are well informed so that you can make the right decisions for your education. Because as we all know, we're here to get an education, so I'm gonna have to make sure that you have the information, because without information, you cannot make an informed decision. All right, thank you. So now we'll be moving on to next, our director, or editor in chief, Mr. Hunter. Mr. Hunter, can you come on and just introduce yourself, please? Mr. Hunter, sir, you're muted. So can you just unmute?
Oh, sorry about that. You guys see me, right? I have a problem with my computer.
Yes, we are seeing you, sir.
All right. Well, my name is Jason Hunter. I'm one of the editors in chief. One of the few roles on the council with two members. Basically, our roles as editors are to publish or create all flyers, all media-related material that you, the student body, would normally see. So that's basically our job, but we're also in charge of putting out the monthly postings of the Energy Times. That's a newsletter that you guys should look out for. And also the yearbook at the end of the year. So that's basically a summary of our jobs as editors. And a little bit about me, obviously I like designing. So that's kind of something that inspired me to do engineering and to actually become a design engineer in the future. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hunter. Okay, so as he says, he's in charge of design and editing and making sure that all the flyers look well up to standard and look eye-catching to make sure that we come out to their events. All right, so now we'll be moving on to introduce you to our director of sponsorship, Mr. Antonio Johnson. Can you come on and just introduce yourself real quickly?
Hi, I am Antonio Johnson. I am the Director of Sponsorship for this academic year. I'm a third year electrical engineering student, and my role as Director of Sponsorship is to seek sponsors for any event or activities that the council keep on or hosting.
All right, thank you, sir, for that. All right, so now we'll have our director of community service. Yes, Mr. Jermaine Sayers. Mr. Sayers, can you just come introduce yourself, state a little bit about your role.
All right, good morning, everyone. You hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you, Mr. Sayers.
All right, so good morning again, Warlands. My name is Jermaine Sears. I am the director for community service for the School of Engineering. Basically, the community service committee governs all student voluntary activities for the School of Engineering. Well, for COVID-19, it has been a little bit different and difficult considering that, social distancing and all. So if you have any ideas that we can do for community service, whether online, anything of the sort, be creative, please reach out to us and one of the School of Engineering Warlord handles. Something interesting about me, I'm an electrical engineering student with a minor in power, and I listen to classical vintage music to meditate or to relax my mind. Thank you for listening. One school, one engine.
One school, one engine. All right. So now we'll have our directors of entertainment and cultural activity. I think we'll have Martino. Oh, my video is off. Okay. Yes. So yes, come on and introduce yourself quickly.
So, morning guys, I'm Martina Lutin, Director of Entertainment and Cultural Activities for the academic year 2020-2021. I'm a third year electrical engineering student, and my role on the council is basically to be the vibes master for engineering, to ensure that each and every one of us understand this warrior spirit that we all talk about daily. My other roles are to oversee all the events that really the council keeps. So, as always, guys, just keep safe. COVID is real. Wear a mask. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Important message right there. He's the vibes master, but he's also imploring us to keep safe. So although we want to enjoy ourselves and have some fun, we must always remember that in these times, we must not help to promote the spread of this coronavirus. We want it to stop so we can get back to school, get back to the engine. Yes, keep the engine turning. One school, one engine. All right, so now we'll be having our director of community. Oh, sorry, wrong person. Ah, our director of student services. Yes, yes. Can you just come on and introduce yourself?
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name
Good
is
morning.
Tonya. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
All right. My name is Tonya Gray, and I am one of the directors of student services for the academic year 2020-2021. I am a second year electrical and computer engineering student, hopefully to branch out into the field of power. Our main duty as student services directors is to basically enhance students' growth and development. So basically, we will be actually bridging the gap between the Student Affairs Office, Student Services Office, and you, the School of Engineering students. So one of our main duties is to disperse scholarship, bursaries, and grant information to students and also to encourage students to apply for these scholarships. We will be planning to actually hold some workshops next semester just so we can give some students some vital information on how to apply for these scholarships, how to write very convincing essays, and how to basically conduct yourselves in an interview. Other than that, we also provide printing services and stationery items at the engine office. Hopefully, we will have we'll have stocks for students. Hopefully, because the whole COVID thing kind of mash up some we plan them, but we'll try our very best to assist you, the students of engineering.
Good morning.
All right, thank you, Miss Gray. Okay,
Hello.
yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
All right. So I am Joel Hansen. I am the other student services director. And basically, just to add to Tonian, um, we had a lot of plans for the students, but of course, COVID actually, mess up everything. Um, I am a third year chemical engineering student. And basically, if you see any email that is from student services, is either Tonian or myself, and we are in charge of ensuring that the students are okay, communication between the council and the students, and we ensure that anything that is of concerns, we help the students to get over all of that.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so here we'll just have from the two directors of student services. And like they said, if you have any concerns, please don't be shy, don't be afraid. Contact one of them and discuss your issue. I think they should have given you some information on how to contact them, but they'll probably send that out later. Or if they don't mind doing it now, they can sort that out. One of you ladies, give them like an email address or something. All right, so they seem to be sorting
Hold
that
on a
out.
second. I don't know the email address out of my head, but I can just
Okay.
put it in the chat to you. Can you say can tell them the email address? But I can give you my cell phone number because they can always WhatsApp me.
All right.
It's 876-787-9724.
All right. I
I
hope that
have the
you
email
got that.
address.
All right. Here comes the email address. Just write this down.
All
If you have
right, so
any
it's
queries.
so it's engine student services rep at gmail.com.
All right. So that's engine.
Engine student services rep at gmail.com.
All right. So there we have an email address and a WhatsApp number to contact them by. So if you have any questions, any queries, anything you're not too sure about and you just want to get some information on, please feel free to contact them. They're here to serve you. They're student services and they look forward to helping you in any queries or anything you have to do. All right. So I think that is almost everybody I have here. Mr. Johnson, Director of Sponsorship. Have you gone as yet?
Yes, I have.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so that's about everybody we have for today. Before we end the session though, I'd like just to do a quick little activity. Would everybody just go over and state one interesting fact about themselves? It doesn't have to be anything too dramatic, just one interesting fact. All right, so I'll start since I'm here. An interesting fact about me, your director, is that I, director of branding, is that I'm a musician. I love music. I don't know. It's just something about the sound of instruments that makes you feel real good. Uh, okay, I'm getting some information here. All right, thank you very much for that. Okay, yes. So I just love music, and it just helps to calm me and help me to focus. All right, so I'm sorry about the little unorganized section. I had an old list and everything, but due to circumstances beyond my control, I had to do some switching up. So let me see who's that again. Mr. Daniel Johnson. Mr. Daniel Johnson. Oh yes, he's a director. Would you like to just introduce yourself, please? I'm sorry for skipping over you.
You mean John Daniel Martin?
Oh yes, John
Well,
Daniel. I'm sorry for that, sir. Yes, Mr. John Daniel.
no problem, Mr. Clark. From one engineer to another, we all make mistakes, but in our field we can't make mistakes, no? We go to
Yeah,
jail.
yes, we have to fix that. I have to fix that quickly.
Right. So I am John Daniel Martin. I am the Director of Mentorship for the academic year 2020 to 2021. I'm actually one of the directors. I am also the president of the Jamaica Institution of Engineers, the UTech chapter. So my responsibilities as the director of mentorship, we try to develop strategies in which we can nurture the first years into how they can become great engineers as they step out into the field. And one of those one of those great places where we can even start to nurture them is from within the club of GIE. Also, where we introduce them to how different engineers out in the field. We teach them how they can how they can comprehensively, or should I say, think critically. Yes, they think critically and how they can tackle problems as they go out in the real world. Because as you know, we have to develop that level of thinking from now. You get me? Because if we go out in the world, they are demanding just us to just have the solution. And I'm speaking from experience, having worked both at JUTC and the Kingston Walls over 2 consecutive summers. So you have to think on your feet. You have to think on your feet. So we here in the mentorship department are creating strategies and see how best we can help you, our engineers that are coming up. I thank you. And one school, one engine.
One school, one engine. All right, thank you very much, sir. I'm sorry for missing you out.
Oh no, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, and for butchering your name, sir. I'm very sorry. Please accept my sincere apologies, and that is something I will have to fix. Like you said, we are engineers. We need to be precise and accurate in everything we do.
Exactly.
All right, so we'll also be having now our Director of Health and Safety, Mishante Green. Mishante Green.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
First,
morning.
I'd like to apologize for not using my camera. I'm the Director of Health and Safety. I am currently pursuing a degree in civil engineering. I'm a first year student. My role as the Health and Safety Director is to prepare students for all artificial and natural disasters, as well as it is my responsibility to ensure School of Engineering events have first aid provisions. Something interesting about myself, I still like watching cartoons, especially SpongeBob. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so I think that's everybody that is here for today. We did not have some council members as they were unable to make this time frame as they are also students and they have class as well. Uh, So they'll be attending our later session. As you know, this is a two-part event. We have this session early and then we'll have a later session starting at 7 p.m. where they'll be coming and they'll also be speaking. All right, so before we end or before we go back into that other segment, we'll be having a word from our Director of Faculties Management, Mr. Michael Spencer.
Hello, good morning. Can everyone
Oh,
hear
good
me?
morning, sir. Yes, we're hearing you.
Okay. So my name is Michael Spencer, and I am the Director of Facilities Management for this academic year. I'm an industrial engineering student in third year, and my roles and responsibilities as the Director of Facilities Management, I'm in charge of upkeep and maintenance of the facilities and the infrastructure of the School of Engineering. And I'm also in charge of setting up and assisting with the execution of any events that the School of Engineering may be hosting. Interesting fact about myself is I'm also a musician. I've been a musician for a few years, multi-instrumentalist. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. I think you have me there beat with being a multi-instrumentalist. I only play one instrument. Yes, I'm trying to learn the others, but they're giving me quite a challenge. All right, thank you very much. All right, so now I'll resume by asking for something interesting from our other council members who didn't hear anything from, well, anything of interesting that is. Mr. McFarlane, sir, as a president, would you like to go? Mr. Alex McFarlane. All right, he seems to be having connectivity issues. All right, so I'll ask Mr. Lynch, state something interesting about yourself quickly.
All right. Something interesting about me. I'd say I don't really know what to say still because there's a lot of interesting things about me. But anyways, I would say I like tennis and badminton, and also I like speaking. So I feel like I'm a very good speaker in terms of empathy. I can relate to persons um pretty easily, no matter the context. So and that's also a vital um characteristic to have in engineering for anyone else that would want to invest in that. Because once you're on the field and you're in the field and you're probably on a site, you'll be placed or you'll be getting sites or jobs which are probably in certain areas, and you need to know how to talk your way out of certain things so that you don't get in trouble with people that you don't want to get in trouble with. So being able to talk and adapt to different situations is a very key characteristic in the engineering field. So yeah, that's just some advice for any young persons, engineers that are coming up into it. But yeah, that's it from me.
All right, thank you very much for that, sir. Mr. Jabilani Johnson.
Morning again, guys. Something interesting about me. There's a lot of things that I find interesting about myself. But
You only need one, sir.
only one. All right, I'd say my creativity. I'm a maker of knives. I make handmade chef knives. So I'm another thing. I'm the only bladesmith in Jamaica at this point. So that's something interesting about myself, I'd say.
All right, thank you very much. That's very interesting. The only bladesmith. All right. Wow, I learned something new today. All right, so Mr. Darby, Mr. Rick Darby, do you have any state one thing?
All right, something interesting about me is I gave an improper introduction at first. Yes.
Wow.
So correcting the improper introduction. Yes, my name is Rick Darby. I'm a third year electrical and computer engineering student. I would wish to minor in power. Sorry. Yes, I'm also the infrastructure analyst for the Special Projects Committee on Union. And a very interesting fact about myself is that virtual meetings, they don't play well with my personality. They kind of conflict with my personality because virtually I'm a totally different person from in real life. Perky and always happy. I'll make you laugh every day. So yeah.
Oh, thank you for that. Can you hear me now? All right, yes, I think I'm unmuted. All right, so yes, as he says, virtually doesn't sit well with him. He's not the only one. I prefer face to face. But since this is what we have to do, we just have to do what we have to do. All right, so I'll now be asking Mr. who I don't want to butcher the name, Sir Martino. Yes, yes, give us quick something interesting about yourself.
So I guess Martina again, something interesting about me that I'm actually a jack of all trades. As the saying goes, jack of all trades, master of none. So that's really my reason for being at uni, so I can at least master one thing in my life. I like music and poetry and anime. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And our editor in chief, although he did state something, I'd like to hear if he has anything else to say.
Well, I realized in the first part I didn't really introduce myself properly. I'm actually a third year mechanical engineering student. And mechanical, the reason I decided to do mechanical because I'm really interested into the whole, functioning of parts and stuff like that of different machines. So that's one thing that's interesting about me. I take on like side projects, many side projects, try to do like a DIY thing on YouTube that I see. That's just something that I actively try to do. So
Okay. All right. Yeah, so he's a very busy person. All right, so ask Mr. John Daniel, although he did state something, I think, yes, he did. But he can go again if he has anything else.
No, man, I'm willing to go again. Yes, I didn't even introduce myself fully either. I am a third year mechanical engineering student as well. And most important, one of the interesting things about me is that I I am of a person who likes to get things done the right way and try to follow the procedures correctly. What I'm saying is that I try to stick to the standards as much as possible because it is who we are as engineers. And I try to like to do things myself. Let's try service cars, various persons, lecturers, cars, and everything, because I believe I try to develop various skills along the way. So those are the things in me. I try to develop a new skill each time.
All right. Thank you for that. Yes, as he says, he's a person that likes things done the right way, so he made sure to do it right and introduce himself properly. Okay, Mr. Anthony Johnson.
Hi again. So I had introduced myself correctly first time. Just to say it again, I'm a electrical and computer engineering student. Something interesting about me, I can give you probably three. Um, I love politics. I love reading about politics. I like talking about investments, and I am a musician. I play the piano. So there are three things about me. Yeah.
All right, so it looks like the council is filled with a lot of musicians. Mr. Jermaine says, yes, can I have one interesting thing? They don't have Miss
You hear me
Joe
now?
Hanson. Yes, we're hearing you, sir.
All
We're hearing
right. So I am a photographer. Well, not really a professional photographer, but it's a hobby of mine. And along with that, I'm a Manchester United fan. GGMU.
you. All right, yes. Go Man U, yes, that is my side as well. So Miss Hanson, I want to say something interesting.
All right, so good morning again, everyone.
Good morning.
Something interesting. Well, I've grown to love volunteering, and that pushed me into council as it is right now. And I've grown to love helping persons, especially students. And that is why I am the founder of 876 Youths to help students gain opportunities. It's on Instagram, you can check it out. And it's for students, anybody that wants opportunities. That's what 876 Youths is all about.
All right, thank you. All right, so go on Instagram, check out that 876 Youths, because we're all here searching for opportunities, yes, and we all need them. All right, so I would be asking some more people, but I don't think that they're here at the moment because everybody has class and things. So I'll just ask to see if Miss Tony and Gray are you still here with us? All right, so it seems that Miss Gray, oh, she's here. Okay. Yes, you're muted.
All right, sorry about that.
Yes.
Yes, my name is Tony Angry. One interesting thing about me is that I love politics. One thing I want to do in the future is actually to become an MP because I love politics that much. I love to help people. So one of my aspirations is actually become an MP. That's Vision 2032 for me. 32? Next couple years.
Yeah, next couple
Next
of
couple
years. All
years. Yeah,
right.
man.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Mr. Alex McFarlane.
Yes, I apologize. I apologize. I was
That's
away.
all right, sir.
I was away in class while you had picked on me. Yeah, man. So apologies once more. So an interesting fact about me is that I am a part-time owner of a photography company with my uncle. So I have a little technical side to me. I like to be behind the camera and sometimes in front, but it depends on when you catch me on a good day. And one of the final things that I'll leave with you guys is that I, as the president and student representative, I sit on 5 boards on the council here. Well, as myself here, I sit on the faculty board, which includes the dean, the head of schools, the top lecturers here. I sit on the faculty quality assurance board, which has to have the vice dean for the faculty, as well as some other individuals there. Obviously, I sit as the chairperson for the School of Engineering Council, right? I sit on the board of representatives for the UTech Students Union, where we converge and we communicate across all of the different faculties and schools here about what is happening within our schools and give updates along the way. And finally, I sit on the union council as the representative. Thank you.
All right. So as we have heard there from our president, he's a very busy person. So when he takes time out to answer our questions and our queries, we should be very thankful that he's hard at work. Yes, not only working for us, but doing many other things, not only for himself, yes, but for working for you, the student body. So when the question was asked and was posed, who was our student council president? I expected that to be an easy giveaway, but yet still people did not know his name. But it's all right. After this event, they're supposed to know who he is now and exactly what he has done and is doing. All right, so I'll ask Miss Shante Green. Miss Shante Green, you have anything interesting you want to say about yourself now? All right.
Something interesting about myself. I
Yeah.
like construction. I like building. I like woodwork and stuff like that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So before we end this first session, like to do one more giveaway. So when the flyers were sent out, there are 2 flyers sent out. One of them having mainly information about this event, but the other one had some few facts. So I'd like to ask a question from one of the facts. And the first person who can answer this question correctly will send the correct answer to the Instagram will win a $500 credit. All right, so the question is, which 2 programs were first offered when the Department of Engineering started out? I'll repeat that again. Which 2 programs were first offered when the Department of Engineering was started out? All right, so send your answers to our Instagram page and make sure that you do it quickly because only the first person will get this prize. All right, thank you very much. All right, so before we end, I'd like to say thank you for everyone that tuned in on our YouTube page. Please make sure you check in at 7 o'clock as we will having another session. This session will be with our head of school, Dr. Chambers, and the different head of the different departments in the School of Engineering, that being mechanical, electrical, industrial, civil. Yes, so we look forward to having you then. And we'll also be having some more members of the council. As you know, we're also students and not all of us could make it at this time as many people had classes they could not afford to miss. All right, so thank you again. I will look forward to seeing you. All right. So before we end this live stream, I'd like everyone to just unmute their mics as we say one school, one engine. All right, so let's wait quickly. All right, so after three, we'll just show them that we are one team working together for their betterment. All right, so 1, 2, 3.
One school, one engine.
Yes, all right.
Mad thing.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, everyone.